Welcome back, folks. Second half action between the Northern Huskies and the Port Huron High Big Reds. The Huskies up by 10 here, 13-3. And the Big Reds, deferring their toss at the start of the ball game, will receive here to start the second half. Jim, what do the Big Reds have to do to get some momentum, and what do the Northern Huskies have to do to put this game out of reach?
Well, first of all, Eric, the Huskies scored on 3 plays to start the game, and that put the Big Reds right in the hole right from the get-go. You take away the 3 plays as far as the Big Reds are concerned. If they could have did that, then they're right there in the ball game. What the Big Reds need to do right now, Eric, is they need to be the first team to score. If they go ahead and let the Huskies score, the momentum is going to be very, very hard to take away from them. So the Big Reds need to score first to get the momentum on their side.
Fleet kickoff for Northern. Good long line drive kick comes down to Aaron Carpenter at the 15. Carpenter keeps it to his right, and he is hemmed in by a couple of Northern defenders on a nice tackle.
Nice tackle in there by number 54, Eric. John Clark, defensive end. He's a senior, 5'11", 160-pounder. The wall was set up there, and if Carpenter was able to get to the wall, he might have had some running room, but Mr. Clark shut that off very nicely, Eric, and kept that from developing in any kind of a play at all.
First down and 10 now for the Big Reds at the 25 out of the I formation. Carpenter, no pickup. The Northern defense sort of keen on Aaron, it looks like, at this point.
Yeah, Eric, they're going to key on him. They're taking away, they're going to try to key on Carpenter, and their defensive, what they're saying right now, Big Reds, is we're going to stop your run because that's all you've shown us that you can do. And if you'll check the cornerbacks and the linebackers, they're jamming that line of scrimmage, and the Big Reds is going to have to show pass to soften up that defensive line.
In motion, Shaka Smith now. To his right, Carpenter straight ahead. Whistle.
Not exactly sure whether that might have been, well, it was called, he might have had an encroachment or something there, Eric.
Dead ball, yeah.
Because the whistle was blowing and the flag was flying. Oh, against the Big Reds.
Illegal procedure, 5-yard mark off, automatic 5 yards. It'll be second down and 15 now, back to the 20.
50-50 drawing tickets and the tickets for the Big Red Watch. Please get your ticket stubs out.
Well, hey, here comes a 50-50 drawing, Eric.
Maybe I'll win this time.
You got a string of tickets.
All right, here we go. Line coup. Shovel pass to the wingback, Shaka Smith. Pick up of about 5. It'll be third down and 9.
Tackle was made by Crosby and Sauer.
Well, if I win tonight, I can tell you you're going to be on your own for a few minutes.
Third down and 10.
You're heading there to collect, huh?
Now the 50-50 drawing. The winning ticket number.
Yeah, we'll take over and do the best we can.
243. 571 243. Good lucky winner.
Well, Jim, close but no cigar. Carpenter now takes it on the left side. Fights his way out to about the 27, shy of a first down by a long ways. It'll bring up fourth and punting situation for the Big Reds.
Well, the Big Reds come out in the second half, Eric, and show 4 running plays, Eric, and weren't able to get a first down.
You know, I think Bob Collins sold that winning ticket.
No kidding.
I got this string of tickets from Mike Mullins, who helps us out with our endeavors in the Booster Club here at Port Huron High. Oh, it's blocked! Number 50 was in there like nothing doing. Holy tamale, Kurt Crosby.
Well, he was there in no time, and what they did, they give the ball right back. A little slow on the kick, Eric, and by golly, they're getting back there real quick, and that's the second punt that Aaron Carpenter has had blocked this season, and he's got to get that ball off quicker, Eric.
Big turnover for the Big Reds. Northern has it now. First down and 10 from the Big Red 19. As I was saying, Jimmy, I bought my tickets for Mike Mullins, one of our fine volunteers. And Bob Collins came up right after I did that and took a whole bunch of those tickets and walked to the other side of the field, and I know that that 43 was in that stack. Okay, here we go. The wideouts are Hender. Oh, we got Blanchard in motion. The Northern Huskies were showing 3 wideouts that time. Fleet, big hole off the right side, still on his feet, fights his way down inside the 5 to about the 3.
Well, they opened up the Big Red defense, Eric, spread the defensive line out, and Mr. Fleet cuts it up and just takes it in for a heck of a game. And now they're right there, Huskies are right there on the door, knocking it loud and clear.
929-0190.
Brings up now 1st and goal now for Northern at the Big Red 3-yard line.
On sale for $25.
Double wideouts now, Mikulaic to the left, and it's Powell to the right. Dupree is the setback. In motion is Kovac. Ball's given off to Marvin Dupree. He stays on his feet, fights his way down close to the goal line.
Stop short.
Give Tim Dennis credit, Eric, there for staying right in there fighting Dupree on. Tim Dennis is a 160-pounder taking on that 230, and I want to tell you, that's not an easy job.
Bring up a second and goal.
2nd and goal now, the ball at the 1-yard line. 7:49 and counting, 3rd quarter. Northern 13, the Big Reds 3, and the Huskies looking to put some more points on that scoreboard.
Well, you possibly might be able to see the very same thing, Eric. Look for the fake to Dupree as they did the 2nd touchdown, and Snyder rolling out and hitting one of his receivers out in the flat.
Hall and Henderson are the wideout. Schneider going in the end zone. Touchdown to Chris Hall. And he was wide open, a timing pattern. Schneider just stepped back, lofted it out into the corner of the end zone. And the Huskies go up 19-3 with 7:21 to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, Chris Hall has really got the advantage as far as height over Matt Scheffler. He's 6'3", and Matt Scheffler is, I believe, let's get a number on Matt Scheffler, 5'11", so he gave up 4 inches there, but he also was wide open, Eric.
Snyder's kick is up, and it's good. And the Huskies now 20, the Big Reds 3 here in the crosstown rival contest, a big MAC Red Division contest.
Well, Eric, we got 7 minutes in the 3rd quarter, and the Big Reds has got their work cut out. Playing ball control on the ground, trying to catch up. I just don't believe it's going to work now, Eric. They've got to open it up. They've got to do some gambling now and see if they can get those points back and get them back fast. They have to almost, because Northern can strike at any time so quickly.
Capping that drive following a blocked punt by Kurt Crosby. The Port Huron Northern Huskies in 3 plays, 19 yards. Chris Hall on a 2-yard pass from Troy Schneider. Schneider's kick is good, and the Huskies now with that 17-point lead and 7:21 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Rod Fleet, 22 now, kicking off for Northern. A squib kick will come down to the middle. He pitches it back to Shaka Smith at the 20. Smith, still on his feet, spins to his left, and will finally be brought down as he crosses the 32-yard line.
Nice hard running by Smith. The lateral is by number 70, and that's Chris Ward, who lateraled it back to Smith. Chris Ward was on that winning pitching staff, Eric, of the Big Reds varsity baseball team when they won the Macomb Red championship this year with Coach Hilliger at the helm.
High formation, Ratchie the wingback, he goes in motion to his left. Ball given off to Carpenter straight ahead. Big hole up the middle. Aaron Carpenter out across the 40 to about the 42-yard line.
Aaron Carpenter brought down by Andre Powell.
Well, look for the Huskies, the Husky defense to bend a little bit, Eric, but they're going to be in a semi-prevent big play defense, and so consequently, those particular plays might be able to go against them.
2nd and 2 from the Big Red 41. The Big Reds moving from our left to our right. The Huskies defending the north end zone here at a jam-packed, electrified Memorial Stadium. Carpenter tries his luck off the left side, and the Huskies just swarm all over Aaron Carpenter.
The line.
It'll be now 3rd down and 1. 3rd and 1 from the 42.
By Brian Beckham. Bring it up a 3rd and 1.
Clock running, 5:50 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Ratchie's the wing back, he's to the right. The setbacks are Justa, 45, and Carpenter, number 12. Quick count, ball given off to Carpenter, and it all depends on where the officials will mark the ball.
Eric
The spot's going to be real tight, but it looks like they possibly have got it, Eric.
Stopped by Doug Alcock.
The clock is stopped as the officials will take this timeout for a measurement. We'll take this time out to remind all of you that if you have the desire to do so, yes, you can go back to school. Adult education is offered through the Port Huron Area School District. We invite you to call 984-6552 for further information. It's a Big Red 1st down at the 43. 1st and 10 for the Big Reds. Shaka Smith, 23, the wing back to the left. Heavy left formation now for the Big Reds. The ball's given off to Justa, the fullback. He spins his way across the 45.
Carries for about 3.
That'll be a 3-yard pickup, bring up 3rd down and 7.
Eric, what you're seeing out there, and it's really credit to the Huskies program. They're being they're fighting like there's a war there, Eric. But then after the play is over, they're turning around and helping the Big Reds up, and that's nice to see because you know they're hitting in that line. But then when the play is over, they start all over again.
Shaka Smith in motion. Ball given off to Carpenter. He finds a hole, cuts to his left into the secondary across the 45, down to about the 42-yard line. Kurt Crosby, one of the Northern Husky tacklers, and that will be a Big Red 1st down at the Northern Husky 43. Wing right formation now. Again, quick snap by the Big Reds. Aaron Justa off the right side. Across the 40 down to about the 38. It'll be a pickup of 5. It'll be 2nd down now and 5.
Stopped by Alcock.
Always nice to work with 2nd and 5, Eric. It leaves the option of the run or the pass wide open to the offense and helps the defense play a little honest. But although the Big Reds haven't showed pass at all in this 2nd half.
Another quick snap now by the Big Reds.
Aaron Carpenter up the gut.
Aaron Carpenter straight up the middle. Pickup of possibly 2. It'll be 3rd down and 3 now.
Newman and Ward.
And this a big play now for both teams. 3.5 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. The Huskies lead by 17. Shaka Smith, wing right, out of the I formation with Justa and Carpenter. In motion now, Smith to his left. Carpenter looks to get to the outside, puts his head down, fights his way across the 30 to the 29, and that will be a Big Red 1st down.
Nice cutback by Aaron Carpenter. Instead of trying to take it wide and run away from the 1st down marker, he turned it up and was able to get that 1st down. I think that was very smart running by Aaron Carpenter.
1st and 10 at the Northern 29. Eric Ratchie, 34, is the wing left. I formation with Justa and Carpenter.
We have a timeout.
And a timeout now has been called by the officials. It's an officials timeout. Not sure, Jim, what the confusion was, but they are set to go now. Clock running, 3 minutes to go. Ratchie now is wing left eye formation for the Big Reds. Quick snap ball given to Carpenter, and he's swarmed under by number 70 for the Huskies. That is Jamie Fortin and number 77. Jim also in there, Brian Schaefer.
Brian Schaefer, both of them. They smelt that out very clearly. And as you seen the defensive line shift there, Eric, they shot the gaps and was able to stuff that play from going no place.
2:15 and counting third quarter. Northern 20, the Big Reds 3. Second down now and 13 for the Big Reds at the Husky 32. Again, bad snap. Dwayne Weinkoop recovers his own fumble. And it will bring up now third down and a long situation for Port Huron High.
He was stopped by Alcock and Ward.
Chad Wetzel, 84, now into the ball game.
Third down and 14. Port Huron.
The ball spotted at the 33, a third down, 14 situation for the Big Reds. Wetzel goes wide left, Ratchie goes wide right. Justa and Carpenter in the I formation. Pitch goes to Carpenter. Carpenter looking to throw, throws, it's incomplete, but a flag on the play, and that's going to be pass interference against the Northern Huskies. And the Big Reds with a breath of fresh air.
Yeah, that was a costly penalty if you're a Husky fan, right? That's going to be a first down. Todd Nelson out there to receive that ball, I believe it was, number 80. And he was tripped up and wasn't able to go to the ball. And they called pass interference.
Now let's see what the call is. I don't think it's going to be a first down. I think they get it's 10 yards. Nope, I'm going to correct myself. It's a 15-yard mark-off. That's more like it, yep. 15 yards, and that is enough for a Big Red first down at the 16-yard line of Northern. I formation, Ratchie wing right. He goes in motion. Weinkoop, play action, keeps the ball, goes to his left, and he's going to be brought down. Pickup of about 2. Looked like a broken play, John.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Weinkoop ended up with the ball saying, hey, I'm not supposed to have this doggone thing. Maybe I better scoot to the outside and see if I can't do something with it. He picked up a couple yards, though.
2nd and 8, the ball at the 15. Inside 40 seconds and counting. Ratchie and Nelson and Carpenter are all wide left. Justa gets the pitch. He goes to the right. A little bit of running room, and he is brought down close to the 5-yard line. And that is another Big Red first down.
Well, the Big Reds are knocking on the door here. They certainly need to take it in, as we're going to start the fourth quarter shortly. And that'll leave them 14 points down. Approximately, anyhow.
Clock running now, 15 seconds and counting, and the Big Reds will, I believe, get this final play off. Off to Carpenter on the counter.
Very close.
The quarter will end, and the ball will be marked close to the goal line. Our third quarter comes to a close. Our score, the Huskies 20, the Big Reds 3. Jim, this so far, a very impressive drive offensively for the Big Reds. Started on their own 33, and they have had 14 offensive plays. Of course, the pass interference call helped them, but they've moved the ball.
Well, Eric, they moved the ball, but let's get credit to the Huskies defense. As the Huskies defense backed off and been in a preventive defense just a little bit. Let the Big Reds be able to get their rushing yardage in this particular quarter. If you look at it on the other side of the coin, the Huskies' defense has held the Big Reds to no score in that third quarter.
We're set to go. It'll be second down and goal from the 1. Northern 20, the Big Reds 3 here at Memorial Stadium. This annual showdown between the Northern Huskies and the Big Reds from Port Huron High.
Well, what the key is right here is for Mr. Weinkoop to get a good clean snap here. He cannot fumble it there.
Ball's given off to Justa over the middle. Touchdown! Aaron Justa on the 1-yard dive. And it's 20-6 now. Or 20-9, I'm sorry. Still the Northern Huskies in control.
Jason Carrier in to make the pat preliminary. They're going to be 10 points short if he's able to convert.
Out of the hold of Aaron Carpenter. Good snap, ball's down, kick is up, and it's good. And with 11:57 to go in the ball game, it's Northern 20 and the Big Reds 10. And scoring Jim that quick here to start the ball game, 3 seconds into the fourth quarter. You've got one full quarter left now, down by 10. Of course, Northern, they've showed that they can move this ball and control things against the Big Red defense. They've had to rely on the big play, but you are always so scared when Northern's got the ball. You never know what they're going to do, and their execution, has been pretty consistent.
10 points is not a lot for the Big Reds to make up here with a full quarter to go. And as you mentioned, the key is you've got to keep the Huskies out of the end zone to give the Big Reds offense a chance to put something in that W column.
Scheffler now will do the kicking. Deep for Northern, the Powell brothers. 42 is Andre Powell, 32 is Anthony Powell. Scheffler's kick comes down to Andre Powell at the 15. He takes it right up the middle. Whoa! Nice effort by Andre Powell as he puts Northern out to their own 43-yard line, 1st and 10.
In on that tackle for Port Huron was Mike Mills at number 43. Let's give credit to him also for saving Gordon Carrier. Eric, I want to tell you, Powell darn near broke that baby for another 6. And again, the Huskies has got extremely good field position, Eric.
1st and 10 at the 42. 11 and 29 and counting, 4th quarter. Blatchin in motion to his left. Schneider off to Rod Fleet. Boy, he's quick. He's got into the secondary. He's across the 20 to the 15 and wrestled out of bounds as he crosses the 10-yard line. And Northern Huskies executing again that big play.
Mike Mills saving the touchdown there, Eric. Mike might be a little quicker than what I thought he was, because I want to tell you, that Rod Fleet can scoot. Although Mike Mills had the angle on him, I didn't. That first one, Fleet turned it up. I didn't think anybody was going to catch him, but Mills was able to run him down.
The ball is actually marked at the 12, where it's 1st down and 10 now for Northern.
Well, you know, got to give the Huskies credit, Eric. They're taking advantage of what the Big Reds will give them. And anytime you can break through that defensive line, you've got a chance to make something good happen.
Fleet cuts his way in and out across the left side, and he is down close to the goal line.
Well, I'll tell you, Eric, if I was a Big Red defender there, I would try to key on Mr. Fleet. He's the one that took it all the way down there. He's the one that you'd like to try to see punch it in and get the score after he broke that long one. And so don't be surprised if Coach Delke goes right back with him for the next 2 plays and see if he can't punch it in with Mr. Fleet.
1st and goal now from the 2. Schneider looking for Chris Hall again in the end zone. Touchdown, Northern!
Exactly the same play that they played at the other end. A different defender on it this time. That was Tim Dennison on this time. The time before was Matt Scheffler. And what can you say, Eric?
Well, I'll tell you, Jim, you can say 3 plays, 57 yards. And the Northern Huskies executing that run and shoot offense almost now to perfection as they up their lead to 26-10. Kovacs will hold. The ball is placed down. The kick is up. Schneider's kick is good. And with 10:08 to go in the ball game, Port Huron Northern 27, Port Huron High 10. Chris Hall on that 2-yard pass from Troy Schneider. That's the second TD of this second half now for Chris Hall and Troy Schneider. Recapping our scoring, folks. Marvin Dupree started things off real early in the first quarter for Northern on a 5-yard run. The kick was no good. Northern was up 6-0. Troy Schneider added a 5-yard run with 3:56 to go in the first quarter. His kick was good for the extra point, and Northern had an early 13-0 lead. Port Huron High countered in the second quarter with 5.5 minutes to go. Jason Carrier on a 34-yard field goal. It was 13-3 at the half. Here in the second half, the Northern Huskies scored early. Chris Hall on a 2-yard pass from Troy Schneider following a blocked punt. The kick was good, and it was 20-3. Andy Moore, the carrier, on the short kick. Port Huron High will have it first down and 10 at about their own 40-yard line. Aaron Justa capped a fine drive by the Big Reds. 14 plays, 67 yards, a 1-yard dive. The extra point was good, and it was 20-10 as with 3 seconds gone here in the fourth quarter. And the Northern Huskies just now executing perfectly the run and shoot offense, going 3 plays, 57 yards. Chris Hall from Schneider, the kick is good, and it's 27-10. That's where we stand with 9:45 to go. Ball's given off to Aaron Justa, the fullback, off the left side. He picks up about 8. It'll be second down and 2.
Well, the Big Reds open up with another running play, Eric, and that running play will work because, again, the Huskies are going to be in kind of a semi-prevent defense. But the only thing that does is it really eats a lot of time off the clock.
Wing left now for the Big Reds. Aaron Justa, the first man through. He's into the secondary as he crosses the 40 down to the 39, and that should be a first down for the Big Reds. Looking at these two teams play tonight, Jim, they are, this is just a good old-fashioned hard-hitting shootout here at Memorial Stadium. 27-10, it's been exciting for the fans on both sides of the field.
Yeah, Eric, they're digging in and they're doing a heck of a job.
Shaka Smith on the wingback counter is stacked up at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second down and 10 from the 40.
The Huskies defense has been well schooled, Eric, about the tactic of staying home, Eric, and that particular play has been ran at least twice, and because of the defensive line not going with the motion, they have not been tricked on that particular play, Eric, all night so far.
Shaka Smith in motion. Ball given off to Carpenter. Hole off the left side. Aaron Carpenter's racking up some good yardage once again tonight for the Big Reds.
Yeah, Eric, he's got to be in there very close to that 100-yard marker.
Good athlete.
Yeah, Aaron Carpenter's been a good athlete all the way through his high school days here, Eric.
7:40 to go. 27 for Northern, 10 for the Big Reds. They're out of the I formation now with Ratchie wing right. Ball's given off to Aaron Justa. He will pick up the first down as he crosses the 25 down to about the 24. Both teams now showing offensive mobility, moving the ball successfully, but when you're down by 10, of course, Jim, you can't trade touchdowns.
Well, we're down by 17, and no, you can't trade touchdowns. We weren't 10 until they traded that touchdown, Eric, and now we're right back in the same hole again with 17 points being behind the Huskies.
Play action, Dwayne Weinkoop looking, throwing. He's got a receiver. Oh! Andy Cole was the intended receiver. Nice defensive play there.
Nice defensive play by John Pickett, Eric. The other cornerback came up and knocked it down.
Just underthrown a bit, allowing the defensive player to make the nice play. Clock will stop with 7:02. I formation now with Justa and Carpenter. Smith is in motion. Ball's given off to Aaron Carpenter again. He goes up the middle and grinds out another 8 or 9 yards. It'll be third down and short for Port Huron High.
You got to be very close to that first down, Eric. Is that Mr. McIver over there? Yeah, looks like they're waving at...
Don McIver. Is that down?
I don't know. That looks a little small.
Yeah, it is.
Is that down?
Rumor has it he's been dropping the weight a little bit. First and 10 from the 15. I'm sure glad I moved. He won't know where I live. Pick up about 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. The ball at the 12. Clock running, approaching 6 minutes now, and the Northern Huskies showing their control at this point, up by 17. Shaka Smith in motion, ball given off to Carpenter. He's hit at the line, stays on his feet, fumbles the ball, loose ball, and it looks like the Huskies have it. They do on the turnover, and the defensive unit for Northern comes to the top, stopping the Big Reds with 5:58 to go here in the fourth quarter.
And the fumbler was Jamie Fortin. He's the one who recovered the fumble for the Huskies, Eric. Jamie's senior, 6 foot, 165 pounder, Eric.
Okay, Northern 1st and 10 at their own 13. Hall and Henderson are the wideouts. The fine sophomore quarterback, Troy Schneider. Kovac is in motion. Ball is given off to Dupree. He cuts to the right, flag on the play. Good pickup by Mark Dupree, but the flag would indicate that perhaps an offensive infraction. Let's see what the call is. Holding against Northern.
That's a big 15-yarder there, Eric. That's going to put them right down there, back in their backs, right up against that goal line.
Why they talk things over, Jim, looking at the schedules for both teams, it doesn't get any easier for the Big Reds as they will travel to Utica Stevenson next week, and then of course the big showdown in Marysville. Now the Northern Huskies though will have things a bit easier. They will host Roseville next week and then finish out their season hosting Grosse Pointe North here also at Memorial Stadium.
We'll make a 1st and 19.
First down and 50 now. The ball at about the 6-yard line. Kovac is in motion. Somebody had the ball out there.
Well, the crazy thing, number 61 has ended up with it. And I don't have him on the schedule, Eric, who that player particularly was. I'm sure it was number 61, wasn't it? Sure
It
was.
was 61.
And he sure banged off some nice yardage, Eric.
Well, the Huskies did some kind of razzle-dazzle there.
Well, that's enough to give him a first down.
I'm shocked. I don't think I've ever seen the Huskies do a razzle-dazzle play.
Well, they didn't want Andy Moore to outdo him. I think that was the play. That was what was the...
Great call by Coach Delkey. Okay, 1st and 10 out to the 31. In motion is Fleet. Ball is given off to Fleet. He fights it off his own man. Cuts to the outside. Still on his feet. And he's tripped up as he crosses the 50 down to about the 45. And that will be another Husky, first down.
Nice run by Mr. Fleet, Eric.
Another first down for Northern.
Well, they could bring him back just a little bit. Apparently, he might
Yeah,
have
might have
stepped out of bounds a little earlier than what we thought.
First down and 10 at their own 49. Glatchen in motion. Ball is given off to Matt Glatchen, 14. He stays on his feet as he crosses midfield, and he's stacked up at about the 47.
Well, Eric, I tell you, with the score 10-27, the Big Reds are not quitting there. A fine gang tackle there, shown by the Big Reds.
Port Huron Northern calls timeout, and onto the field comes a host of Northern players. Coach Delkey now letting some other folks have some time in this big game against this big crowd here in the Memorial Stadium. I would think, Jim, that at the onset of this ball game in the first quarter, we probably had maybe 6,000.
Yeah, Eric, the fans on the stadium, I should say, on both sides, Eric, was pretty filled up. We've got some room down in the one end zone, Eric. But all in all, I want to tell you, you don't see too many empty seats.
Did you know that businesses and individuals can sponsor programs on CPHS Channel 6? For a small sponsorship, you can help our television production program grow. We invite you to call Mary Ann Foxley at the district offices, 984-3101. That's 984-3101 for more information on how the businesses and you individuals can sponsor programs here on Channel 6. The pre is the setback. Mikulak and Robinson, or Powell were the wideouts. The ball was given off, I believe, to 23. John Thomas. Is that 23 or is that 12?
Eric, I'm sorry I didn't get the number on it.
Well, if it was 23, yeah, it's 23, John Thomas. Third down and 2 now for Northern at the 43. I'm sorry, the 42.
And we got Mr. Weiss in there quarterbacking now, Eric.
Thomason in motion. Weiss to his right, looking, throwing. Oh, just off the fingertips of number 7 for Northern. That's Andy Biggs.
He's a junior, he's a running back. He's 5'9", 143-pounder.
Clock will stop with 3:27 to go. 27-10. The Northern Huskies showing some fine execution offensively and defensively here against their arch rival, the Big Reds. Coach Delkey on the far side of the field now, substituting freely, allowing plenty of his players to participate in this big ball game. Weiss, bootleg pass, looks, still on his feet, throws, and it's going to be incomplete. Intended, Jim, for Todd Barton.
He was being dragged down by number 83 for the Huskies, Eric, as it was releasing the ball. That's Chris Collins, and just wasn't able to connect with his receiver.
Change of possession now as the Big Reds stop the Huskies on downs. First down and 10 for Port Huron High at the 42.
A reminder, please stay off the field at the conclusion of the game for the presentation of the
This game, of course, for the Brick Fowler Memorial Trophy, and the presentation will be made at the conclusion of tonight's ball game. Clock continues to run now, 3:10 to go.
That was number 32 carrying the ball. That's Sheldon Smith for the Big Reds, Eric. And the Big Reds is also doing some substituting there too, and giving the other players a chance to get a little playing time in.
Shaka Smith, the ball carrier. Stopped at the line of scrimmage, no gain. It'll be 3rd down and 5 now from the Big Red 47. Bootleg play, Ashton Weinkoop stays on his feet, tripped up at about the 45, falls forward to the 44. That'll be a 1st down as the ball is marked at the 45. 1st down and 10. Approaching the 2-minute mark. And Jim, for the 7th straight year, our hats off to the Northern Huskies. They're going to beat their Archtown rivals. They have a commanding lead, and Coach Dalkey and his staff and players and all the fans over there from Northern, certainly very proud and certainly we congratulate them.
Well, we certainly do, Eric. Coach Dalkey and his coaching staff there, Eric, put a fine game plan together this evening and was able to execute that plan. And as you can see, they're coming out on top.
Second down and 7 from the 43 now. Whistle, and the Big Reds will be called for illegal procedure, I would imagine. They'll bring up 2nd down and 12. And they will move the ball back to the 48, maybe 47.
Well, Eric, I'd like to take this time right now to thank Coach Dalkey and Coach Rova for being so nice to us, and also for providing the stats and starting lineups. And they've been extremely nice to us all year long. And I sure want to thank them for it, because it sure makes our job a little bit easier. They're fine, fine gentlemen, both those coaches are.
And I mirror those sentiments exactly. Little razzle-dazzle now with the Big Reds on the wingback reverse. The ball carrier, Brian Schaefer.
They reverse by Brian Schaefer.
It'll bring up now 3rd down and about 5 from the 40.
By Mike McCarthy.
35 seconds and counting. And the Northern Huskies are about to break their 3-game losing streak in fine fashion. Up by 17 over the Big Reds. Weinkoop looks past, throws. Quick pass to the tight end is complete.
That was number 81, Anthony Newton from the Big Reds. He's a senior, 6 foot, 195 pounds.
And the Big Reds will call timeout to stop the clock with 4 seconds to go. Enough time to get one more play off. Well, Jim, your comments on Huskies execution tonight.
Well, Eric, the Huskies set the tone in the game very, very early. First 3 plays, take it in and score, puts the Big Reds in a hole that they were never able to dig out of. And when you run a ball control offense, as the Portland Big Reds like to do, Eric, make that offense, I personally feel, to be successful, Eric, you're the team that has to score first and let the other team chase you. But when you're a ball control offense and the other team scores first, I really believe that puts you at a little bit of handicap. Fine, fine football playing out there by both teams. Extremely nice gentlemanship that both teams showed. And I'm certainly happy I was here.
Final play now. And that will do it. And the Northern Huskies proudly celebrating their 27-10 victory over the Big Reds here, and they will retain the Brick Fowler Memorial Trophy. Congratulations to both teams, for all of us here at CPHS Channel 6. It's been a pleasure. Glad you joined us. Final score once again, the Northern Huskies 27, The Big Reds 10. For Jim Schultz and all of us here at PHHS Channel 6, my name is Eric Rucker. Have a pleasant evening.
Off the field.